Do you ever cover the public defender discourse? There's no discourse. There's just an objectively correct and objectively incorrect perspective. I'm not denigrate. I would never denigrate the quality of my stream by participating in, what would you call it, a cheap shot. It's really stupid. Also, that tendency has been long known, right? The fact that there are a lot of people out there who are morally lucky leftists who they do the whole like I believe in rehabilitation, but I would never ever ever want to rehabilitate a rapist. They should be skinned alive. Like that type of person. Those people are reactionaries. They just don't know it yet. I have to not crash out when I see those people post. Well, keep in mind they're probably like 15. Can you elaborate on that? What do you mean? Elaborate on what? What am I elaborating on? Give me more information. Define reactionary? No. What now? That's what I thought. The public defender discourse, what the fuck is it? Oh, yeah. Somebody was, I don't remember the circumstances leading up to it, but somebody was impassionately arguing that public defenders are morally abhorrent people because they defend guilty people too. And that in a good society, it was in a good society, prison would be abolished, but when there's a guilty person, the defense should not defend them and release them to be murdered by vigilante groups. I think that was the gist of it. Like the ideal legal system is that guilty people don't get a trial, but you determine before the trial whether or not they're guilty, because if you determine it through a trial, then you're defending them. And if they are guilty, you can't send them to the prison because that wouldn't be woke. You have to have them released to be murdered by vigilantes. I think that was the gist of it. It was a little bit incoherent. Oh yeah, this was the instigating post. This person admitted that they've defended rapists and helped get them lighter sentences. From Burger Stalinist. Communists and leftists have spent the entire weekend so far calling for me to be killed because I'm a public defender. Incredible minds. Yeah, good stuff. That's the gist of it. I thought it was for lawyers shouldn't defend clients who admit they're rapists. Well, there are a couple of versions of the discourse, but like, you should also defend guilty people. That's how the system works. Can you even have a legal system without public defenders? We didn't have public defenders up until like the mid-60s. If you were poor, you just, I don't know, they gave you a gun to shoot yourself with. I've heard a lot of lawyers talk about defending someone that seemed so obviously guilty at first, but when they actually looked into it, they were definitely innocent. But it doesn't matter. Guilty people, even known guilty people, also need a defense. The whole point is that the state has to meet a certain burden of proof beyond a reasonable doubt in order to get a conviction. If you didn't do that and you instead had this weird, like, unbalanced system where if everyone's super duper duper super extra sure that the defendant is guilty, that they can just take their hands away and go, yep, we're not even defending him, good luck, and then inevitably they lose the trial, then they would just do that every time they think a person is guilty regardless of the evidence. You determine their guilt through the trial. Like, okay, what if a person's being set up? Or worse, what if a person is complicit in their own framing? What if they're taking the fall for someone else? Like the whole point, this is the whole point of the trial, you know? John Adams defended the British Army during the Boston Massacre, even though he knew they were at fault. Yeah, that's how the system works. Like the person responding mentioned, they are not making them go scot-free. They're making them only have lighter sentences, but a more just sentence by having due process. Yeah. Well, that's how it should be, you know? It's not a perfect system, but that idealization is something to strive towards. It's a good thing to shoot for. It's why people who admit guilt get trials anyway. Yeah. It really is the left wants rehabilitation until they remember rapists exist. It's always rapists. I don't know. Listen, if you put like a black man who did a drive-by and shot a family of 3, then the leftist will go like, well, it's like systematic. It's like socioeconomics or something, you know. I'm not saying they're didn't do nothing posting or whatever. It's more like they're willing to acknowledge the fact that people can be rehabilitated. But with rapists, they pretend that like, well, so that's not That's not socioeconomics. That's just evil. Well, I mean, I think murdering a family of three is also pretty evil. Like, it's just random drive-by shooting. It's also pretty evil. It's just rape is just one of those things where now I could be wrong in this, so I'm not. Don't fact check me if I'm wrong. Nobody alive today has been murdered. A lot of people alive have been raped, like a lot of people. So it's, people have like personal opinions on it. It's one of the reasons why murder often gets abstracted in like well, they can still be a problematic fave or a bad boy, or oh, maybe they deserved it or whatever. But there are some things for which people will morally condemn you that are way less serious, like being mean to wait staff at a restaurant or being a bully in high school. Like legitimately, like there are people are way more willing to extend charitability to people who have committed crimes that they don't have this like personal experience with, I guess. Mm. Or hurting pets. Like, I think a lot of people would be more willing to find excuses for a murderer than a person who shot a dog or whatever, you know? Gosh, I think rape is worse than murder. Two bad bitches. Two bad bitches posting. Alert, alert. Wrong rhetorical. It's again, have you ever considered that the Armenian genocide is exactly 1/6 as bad as the Holocaust? You don't gain anything from this.